Well, hello, happy campers, and welcome to Cheat, the show with a merit badge in mayhem. I'm Kristen Holt, and in this episode, we'll be taking on Psychonauts, a mind-blowing new game set in a summer camp for gifted psychics. But instead of not tying in three-letter
I watched a lot of G4 television, and G4 had an episode of Cheat that was about Psychonauts. And it would show clips from the game, and that was basically, I was like, what is this game?
TV.
And so I went out and I bought it. And then it was like one of those games, and this has only happened a couple times, where you start it later than maybe you should have, and then it's like 6 a.m. and you're like, I need to stop. I need to get to a stopping point. That was Psychonauts for me.
This is my favorite game of all time.
The thing is, at this point I've played Coach Oleander's boot camp levels so many times.
Even I've played it so many times.
You've played it so many times, this, because I love introducing people to this game.
The best thing about it is that it's a platformer, an action platformer, except every level is pretty different because every person's mind processes the trauma of their lives in a different way.
Oh.
Brilliant. Yeah,
I like this. This game's cool.
I love seeing people's reaction once they get into it, and like the first time you go into a brain.
So this is the Milkman conspiracy.
Okay, I already think that this looks cool.
Or they find a memory vault.
Going to enlist. Sorry, bud, you're too short. Get out of here, Army doesn't want you. Get out of here, Air Force doesn't want you. Get out of here, Navy doesn't want you.
That's what really happened?
Even the Army of Chefs doesn't want you. So he is angry about it. Wow.
It's actually really sad.
It's very sad.
Dude.
Thank you for showing us this beautiful video game. Ryan, how'd you feel about it?
2 thumbs up. I would give it an 8.7 out of 10 stars.
For me, it's a satisfying experience where someone's like, discovering something about the game for the first time.
And you said for years, the one game that I want any sequel I could have of all time is Psychonauts 2.
I just given up on getting more of that world, which is why part of the reason I would continue to play it again and again and try and share it with so many other people, because that's how I like to tap into that. Like, that was me experiencing it again. Just more. Just give me more from this world.
And it was the Game Awards
15.
Oh my gosh,
15. Wow.
So Game Awards 2015.
Yeah.
We're in the audience.
And then, to be there, have no idea, and then there be a trailer for it.
The airspace around the island is patrolled by dirty bomb drones, which are telepathically controlled by a comatose young girl who believes she is herding a flock of sheep, sir!
Then send in the Psychonauts.
You know, the launch of the Psychonauts 2 campaign was really nerve-wracking because we were, people had asked for a Psychonauts sequel, but would they really want it? Would they really care? Does anyone really know what Psychonauts is? Especially at the Game Awards, where they're all like talking about these big AAA games that are new. Can we sneak in there with a Psychonauts 2 announcement? And so we announced it with this trailer I was so excited about because I thought, oh man, they're not expecting this. And we showed it, and there was just this one image of James Willems watching the trailer with this look of like stunned joy on his face that was so inspiring. I was like, oh, that's the look you're going for. That's what you want people to feel like when you announce a game.
If I had made a deal with the devil, that's what it would have been for, essentially. And luckily I didn't have to.
And James had said that he would love to play anything, a toilet or better, in the game. If they've ever made Psychonauts 2.
Call me, I'll do any voice. I'll just do the sound of a toilet flushing, I don't care.
You said, I'll do anything.
And I'll do anything.
I'll do any character.
And then the lowest thing that I could potentially think of voicing was a toilet. So I said, listen, I'll voice a toilet in Psychonauts 2. I don't care.
I remember, I was running that campaign over Christmas break, basically. Throughout it all, the James Willems fans, they just filled our inboxes, they filled our comments, and they tweeted at us. And so at some point, I decided, okay, let's just do this then. Like, if you really want him to be in there, like, help us complete all these goals, and we'll put it as like a thing.
Yeah.
And so we decided to, save money where we could on voice acting by getting all the toilets voiced by James. No, that's not right. We invited James to come to our Psychonauts summer camp.
How was summer camp hobnobbing with the dev team and artist Tim and everything?
I mean, it's one of those things that you don't know what to expect, and then you get there, and it's like, all right, so what are we doing this weekend? I was like, we're gonna hang out, play board games, and then eat some good food, and then we're going to sit under the stars and watch meteors. And I'm like, this is the greatest weekend of my life.
We actually hung out with him at camp just to make sure he was psychic and cool, and he was.
Yeah, it was a blast, and meeting everyone, and just like, God, it was just so much fun. It was so much fun.
For the first scene for Psychonauts 1, we need some actors playing the part of Raz. I'm gonna draft James Willems to come out here and play Raz. James Willems.
Yeah, there was a table read, and then Tim was like, hey, I'm gonna need you to play Raz. And I was like, I'm terrible. My name
Starts with a D!
is Rasputin. Yeah, so I remember I got an email, because it had been back and forth, like you said, for a really long time. Like, I feel like the span of like over a year, maybe more, of like, it's gonna happen, wait, hold on, we're slowing down, or something, it's gonna happen, and then spooling back up again. And then finally got the email, it's like, here is the thing that we want you to do.
In the end, we thought he actually could handle more than a toilet, and also all the toilets got cut. Did you think we had bailed on your character? Be honest. It's been so many years, you must have been like, wait a second.
I was sitting patiently, and here's the thing. I had always done the thing where it's even if I'm not in the game, I get to play the game. So I was not holding my breath for anything. I never have been this whole time.
Like, even if Tim lied to me, I get to play the game.
Which he has. And also, we have a part for Elise. And I remember I walked over to her, and I said, is there nothing I can just have for me? And then she was like, what? I was like, they want you to be in Psychonauts 2. And then we got sent the roles of playing the rich mom, rich dad who interact with Raz in the game.
There's a couple in the maternity ward / roulette section of the casino in the game. And I just thought it would be really fun to have James and Elise in there as a couple, as this really, really obnoxiously rich couple who really wants a baby for organ donations or something like that.
We're reading the script and we're like, oh my gosh, this is like, if we could have anything, this is perfect. Yes, we don't care about that.
Because we're so rich.
Yes, very wealthy, it's true. It's really great, and so the characters
surreal.
That we play in it, Gilligan's Island, like kind of silly characters together was just like so much fun. Help us win a baby.
It was nerve-wracking. It was fun. To be performing for Tim especially was nerve-wracking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for including me. This is, again, unexpected and like such an honor. And
oh my gosh.
And James is great, and Elise is great. I think they should both go do a lot more voice acting in a lot of games.
I think it's kind of both surreal that it exists and then exponentially more surreal that I am in it. This was an extreme great pleasure for me. And
Thank you. I'm sorry that took so long.
It's no worries at all, and I can't wait to play the game.
James has played it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I know why you're here.
She's a paper doll.
She's like a paper doll.
Now,
a different
who
aesthetic.
shall I dedicate this inscription?
Wow, it's so cool.
Not that many people find their
Just
way
give me
in
more.
these days.
Just give it to me. Having the option to play the game early, I was like, well, I have to. I absolutely must play this game early. But I did it with such a tiptoed step, like sometimes even like I skipped some cutscenes while I was playing through the game because I was like, no, I'm going to be starting from square one when this comes out August 25th, and then I am going to just bury myself in this like a great book. Let's just I don't want to give too much away, and I don't even want to see too much myself. That I had to issue a lot of restraint, and so I didn't want to spoil too much, but I did want to get to the point where we could find ourselves just to see. I had to just see it.
We are already so rich.
So rich. And then when I did it, I was like, okay, this is as far as I go. This is as far as I go. And then that's where I stopped.
I couldn't believe that you wait so many years to play it, and then you say, I'm gonna wait longer.
It's gonna be, but it's gonna be so sweet when I sink my teeth into it, August 25th.